As the world was introduced to the new order of COVID-19, universities also had their fair share of challenges. In February 2022, the University of the Free State adopted and implemented a mandatory vaccine policy. This was followed by mixed reactions by workers and students, which led to protests, and fear crept in.
Each time you try to enter, there were those, I don't know if it's bouncers, those big men who used to stand there at the gate. If you try to enter without a vaccine, they're telling you that you can't enter and you have to get the vaccine. There was I don't think that there's choice involved there.
You take away all the choices and you only leave one. That's not giving people a choice. That's forcing them either drop out of your studies, take the vaccine, or spend weekly money to go and test weekly. And for me, that's not free choice. That's not giving us a choice. That's forcing us to go your way.
There never was a choice in what you want to do.
Jackie Fisser is one parent who's been fighting the policy. This has been draining for her and her son emotionally and financially. Fisser says she is disappointed with the outcome of the court.
The judgment is not fair, I'm sorry to say. It's a great disappointment. My view is echoed by many people that I contacted personally, and they tell me they're greatly saddened, but they're not surprised. Universities Alliance really produced an excellent case, and the evidence produced there was not refuted. It was clear in the court during the oral hearing, which is part of a tip of the iceberg of the evidence that was presented, that University of the Free State Council could not counter.
The court found that the matter would have been of great importance had the policy not been suspended, and that there is no medical or scientific evidence that the national state of disaster may be reinstated and the policy subsequently implemented in future. The policy was suspended 5 months after implementation. The University Alliance sought an order that the university may not in future introduce any policies that may affect students, personnel, and third parties. It also states that the policy invited unfair discrimination.
This finding of mootness does not make sense for several reasons. Thousands of students, staff, and stakeholders have suffered on the policy's account via deprivation of access to education, loss of income, and being denied freedom of choice and bodily integrity. The majority could not afford to defend their rights individually, and this ruling deprives them of justice simply on the basis of their vulnerable socio-economic status.
The University of the Free State has welcomed the judgment and says it cannot predict how it will react to the future application of the policy, as that will depend on future circumstances. Aphumelele Mdlalane, SABC News, Bloemfontein.